have been seeing brisk voting in the second day here in the election. There are mixed signals about the overall voter turnout. Some groups who've been monitoring the vote saying that early indications point out that turnout is higher than the first round. Other groups saying it's the opposite. But while it might be too early to draw final conclusions about overall turnout, which of course is very important to keep an eye on, because there have been growing calls for boycotting this election, because many people feel that they were making a very difficult choice between a representative of the former regime and another one representing the Muslim Brotherhood. So there have been growing calls for boycott to cast doubt over the legitimacy of Egypt's new president. But we have been seeing people turn out to vote. That's an important factor to keep an eye on. What's very clear and evident, though, in this second round is the absence of that revolutionary fervor, if you will, that celebratory feeling that we saw very clearly in the parliamentary elections in December, in November. This time around, that has been all but disappeared, mainly because of the court orders that we saw on Thursday, and also because of the difficult choice that we have been talking about. A lot of reports about intense confrontations between supporters of the two camps, all sorts of rumors about the use of or the distribution of invisible ink to undermine the vote, to invalidate the ballots. So all sorts of rumors flying this time around compared to a relatively calmer first round.
As you said, lots of rumors. The Muslim Brotherhood does say that the election does appear to be fair at this stage. What is happening to the Muslim Brotherhood, Rawya? It was once banned, and since Parliament was dissolved a few days ago, is its power on the decline? It is a very important question indeed to point out to how the Muslim Brotherhood has essentially fallen from grace after being so close to dominating every single political aspect in the country, the parliament, the constituent assembly charged with writing the constitution and fielding a presidential candidate. They've lost all of that, and this is the only thing they have left, the presidential race. But it doesn't seem that they are willing to bow down just yet. In a clear defiance to the authority of the ruling military council, a very important statement was issued by the Muslim Brotherhood Saturday night, and similar remarks were repeated by the Speaker of the Parliament, Sadiq Katani, who of course was a former member of the Freedom and Justice Party and is affiliated with the Muslim Brotherhood, saying the ruling military council had no authority to carry out the court order to dissolve Parliament. Even though they do wield executive power, they had no right doing so, because nothing in the constitutional declaration passed after the revolution last year gives them that power. And indeed raising a very important point, saying that Parliament was elected through people's will, and for it to be dissolved, the issue should have been put forward to a popular vote, to a referendum. So a very clear challenge to the authority of the ruling military council, and an accusation to the Mubarak era generals, the generals who were appointed by Mubarak, as saying that they are just trying to dominate all powers in the country, legislative and executive, and essentially monopolize the entire political scene.